And where we show your game. I'm Nick Wisniske, along with the Michael Jordan to my Scottie Pippen out here, JB Ricks, and everybody out there, you are on Santa's nice list because we've got hoops out here, holiday hoops. JB, what are we looking at here?
Oh, we're looking at Port Huron Northern taking on the Ann Arbor Huron River Rats, and this one's going to be a great showcase game right here. Two teams considered to contend heavily within their respective conferences. Top 60 teams within the state. We've got dynamic guard play on both sides. Obviously, we all know about Mac Moore and the accolades that he brings to the table. But they've got another guard. Port Huron has a guy on their side, Cameron Harju. I want you to watch out for him. He's a top dynamic guard, combo guard, that has size and he can shoot and drive to the basket. So he's got a very versatile game. If the Rats can contain him tonight, then they should be good to go. But you never know, and that's why we play the game.
That's exactly why we play the games, and we've got Solae Pope White down courtside with an interview before we get going. Solae?
Oh, yeah, no interview.
So intros are done, JB. Tip-off coming up shortly. Here we go. Who we got out there, ready to take this one? Looks like we've got Caleb Brown for the Rats, number 11 for Port Huron Northern. That's Caden Cantrell.
Let's play some basketball, baby.
Tip one by Northern, and here we go. Things getting off the start. Huron looks like they're starting off in that man-to-man defense. They always play that swift man defense, but they'll give you different looks, and you know what? You're often going to see this pop three-pointer right there from Caden Cantrell. And that's something you're going to see from Northern. Everybody shoots.
Everybody shoots. They love the long-range game. That's definitely a part of their repertoire. But it's all about energy in the beginning of games like this. Who's going to come out with the most energy and get that first blow? Punch that first blow right now. And that's what I'm looking for when this one. And you see the River Rats coming right through with a three-pointer already from Don
Gazowzik there, you've seen him, he'll go outside quite a bit, and also playing ball right now, Mac Moore, somebody that we've seen an awful lot of out for Huron. Moore's their guy, but nice defense once again by the Rats in transition, pop and stop off the back iron there.
which they have been known for an eternity.
Oh boy, they are shooting from deep, aren't they? Northern back on top. Good back and forth basketball going on right here, Nick. Here comes Huron. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rebound whipped down there. Pardon me on that one.
Oh, that steal.
Right there by doing it all down on his own.
AB staying aggressive, staying attentive, coming through with the steal and getting the easy bucket out of it. Huron River Rats up by 4.
4-point lead. The
offensive board.
The Huskies, though, not to be deterred. They are really working hard down on that offensive end.
But they're not capitalizing off of it, though. And it's going to cost them.
And there's Matt Moore with another paint point. And that's going to be something that we're going to be keeping an eye on, the amount of points that the River Rats are getting right underneath the bucket, whether it's layups, whether it's offensive rebounds. So far, they are looking really nice. And you get a lot of paint points, you're going to be the winner. Yeah, that's that River Rat defense. I mean, anybody, if you know any rats around here, they can't wait to tell you about the defense that they play over on the Huron.
Yeah, Matt Moore staying really aggressive on that one. And I just love the hustle coming out of that. Diving on the floor already. We're only in the first quarter, halfway through the first quarter, and we're already seeing these guys diving in a showcase game in December. Yeah. That's how you know this team is coming through with some passion tonight.
Yeah, it's not a holiday tournament unless you leave here with a few strawberries on your knees. Huskies trying to work it around, taking their time, trying to pick this man defense apart, but gets into that passing lane. Great job up and the foul, draws the foul there. And the River Rats back to the stripe.
Great steal by Nate Sidney here.
We got timeout by Northern right there. And this might be a stop the bleeding timeout right here. You know, you're going to give Sidney a chance to think about what he's doing at the stripe. But Coach Jamison needs to talk to his guys. Right now, what they're doing offensively just isn't getting the job done. They're not hitting those first opportunity shots, and they're making some errant passes. They played last night, we mentioned that. But what they need to do now is calm down a little bit.
Yeah, and you're always going to be worried about weary legs on back-to-back nights. I don't care if you're only high school kids. Back-to-back nights of playing intense basketball is always going to be tough. What I like what I'm seeing from Northern right now is that they're attacking the offensive glass, but they're not capitalizing on those second chance points that they're getting right now. And Huron is turning those into transition buckets on their own. So that's why they're up by 6 right now. If Port Huron Northern is going to continue to attack the glass like that, you got to capitalize when you get those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, and you got to think those are going to start falling. It just might be one of those things where, like you said, they played last night. Their legs might be a little shaky right now. Sidney now, the sophomore, front iron, first of 2.
Got to hit them free throws. They're free.
Yeah, like you said, you got to hit those free throws. You got to take advantage of these. If you're Huron, you want to jump out and get this early lead and try to expand on it as much as possible. City misses the second one, but offensive board there. Great grab by Don Krasowziak. That's his second bucket of the night, and he is using his height to his advantage.
Beautiful offensive board by Don right there, and that putback layup was easy, smooth like butter. Another board for Don. Oh, watch out, Don. Transition.
And Huron continues to play the fast break almost perfectly. If they're not putting it in, they're getting fouls, and their transition basketball right now is top-notch. Huron back at it again. Something that I'm seeing from Northern right now is they're just not taking enough time. I'd want to see them come out and work the ball around. For as much as they like to shoot, they need to work to get those long threes.
Yeah, slow it down a little bit. I think that's what the timeout was all about, trying to get them to calm down, and they come out, and they're just going up and throwing up wild shots again. Like, settle it down. Yep. Find some pacing.
Yeah, they did the exact same thing. So, I mean, maybe that's what Coach Jamison was saying. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe, obviously, we're up here armchair quarterbacks, but I think we're going to see a few more passes and a few more cuts here from the Huskies. There it is, that backdoor shot.
Beautiful.
Nice job getting it inside.
Beautiful.
And a strong finish by Alex Jamison. Nice pass, great dive.
That is a beautiful backdoor. That is clockwork right there. Straight to the rack, off the glass, and he gets the and one, son. You can't be mad at that.
And you know what that really took advantage of is the aggressive defense of the River Rats. They were going for those passes. They're trying to get that extra hand in the lane, and they knew that that was happening and went backdoor and took advantage of the aggressiveness from the Rats. Dom bringing the ball up, letting Mac Moore cut the ball down. Sweeney there, out to Kinley Poole. You're seeing a lot of River Rats early on. It's 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter, and we've seen 8 Rats at this point. Nice fake, get your man up off his feet. Excellent play there. Sidney now into the corner, and that is a 3 bucket from Jake Gurnack.
Beautiful basketball right there, the drive and the kick to the open man in the corner, and now Huron finds themselves up by 11.
Spin and look up underneath for Northern. Great job finding Caden Cantrell in there. Cantrell, one of the 3 seniors, have been on his team for 4 years now. River Rats working that ball around the perimeter, trying to keep an open eye down low. Mac Moore into 3 people, but spins through every single one. Finishes lefty. Mac Moore, are you kidding me?
It's too easy for him. It is too easy for him. Like I said, this guy has the athleticism that could be balling out on the D1 stage right now, but he's still got another year of eligibility, and he is here to put on a show for the crowd. Mac Moore leading his team out to an 11-point lead with just over a minute to go here in the first quarter.
I mean, just incredible. Moore ran into 4 dudes and found a way to split them, spin, and finish. So easy, so smooth. He's so composed when he finishes. It's really impressive.
That's what I was saying. He can do it whenever he wants to. At any given moment, he can take any of these players on the court off the dribble. So if they want an easy bucket, they got a Mac Moore on their side to go ahead and get it.
Yeah, that's something we've been saying for years watching him out in Ann Arbor is when you need those points, you know you can get it to Moore. And honestly, opposing coaches know that just as much. So he is really good at finding open guys too. Like he's not a one-trick pony. He's not just about shooting. He's not just about driving. He is very well composed and can always see his teammates. And now Huron, here's a little bit of that high defense, that high pressure, and that's going to cause another Husky timeout so that they can talk about how they're going to break this. I was talking to Coach Jamison before the game, and he'd mentioned that his team is a little bit susceptible to this aggressive defense.
Yeah, aggressive, and I like that from the Huron coach as far as switching it up. Let's come out and give something different or whatever and give them a different look, and immediately Northern has to call a timeout to adjust. So great strategy there.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. For years and years, Huron was known as this team that would always press and always play man-to-man. Coach Kasham, he's still keeping that with the program, obviously. He still wants to keep that Huron mantra underneath of him, but he uses it at different times. It ebbs and flows, and he uses it when it seems like most best time to throw it out there, and he's just become a master of that in his 3 years in here. 58 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Beautiful North Farmington High School, the Raiders. The Raiders.
The Raiders. Yeah.
Pass into Moreland. There's that man defense, keeping it strong.
Went right back to the man coming out of the timeout.
Sent that nice lefty move, Amir Moreland.
With the Euro step. Northern could really use a stop right here, Nick.
Nate Sidney there goes to the bucket, gets his own rebound and finishes. Great job by Sidney. Sidney was a real bright spot on the JV last year.
He's a young kid, man. He's a young kid with all the potential in the world to go out here and be a substantial player. But back comes Northern as they try to keep tabs on this one and try to keep this single digits, 25-16.
Does a classic job of trying to break down that press, and now with only 5 seconds to go, here's Huron from the corner off the iron, no time left, and that will do it for first quarter action here from North Farmington High School between the Huron River Rats and Port Huron Northern Huskies.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for high school.
And welcome back, everybody, to SPSN. We are here at North Farmington High School, and we've got rip-roaring hoops already here between the River Rats and the Huskies from Port Huron Northern. JB, what did we see in that first quarter?
We saw energy, we saw effort, we saw great defense, we saw Northern not capitalize on the second chance points that they had out there before them, and Huron took advantage every time. A lot of good transition basketball, and that's what helped them out to a 9-point lead going into the second quarter.
Yeah, taking advantage of those opportunities is huge. And yeah, you mentioned it. I didn't even realize that they're not only are they up by 9, but they put in 25 points in that first quarter. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Bad turnover there by Dom, but you know what? They'll be all right. They'll have to make up for it on the defensive side of the ball here.
Jamison inbounding there to Amir Moreland. Not a lot of urgency trying to get in there and find some open man. Moreland, though, picks up his dribble. Cuts into the paint. Tyrese Johnson.
Almost got away with a travel there.
Man subs in there. Looks like there's Cameron Harju coming in for Jamison. Only 6 games into this Northern season, but Harju's been top scorer, I believe 4 or 5 of those.
Yeah, he's their guy averaging nearly 20 points a game right now. And like I said, he's a combo guard. He can do it from outside and he can drive to the cup right now. But I feel like he hasn't been as aggressive as he should be tonight so far.
Well, I'm curious if the Rats' defense is really honing in on him or if he's not used to seeing the level of man that they're putting on him right now.
Well, that was my key to the game coming in. If they could contain him or whatnot, they should be able to win this game handily because he is their guy. He's their alpha dog. He's the one averaging 20 points, nearly 20 points a game. So if you contain him, you contain a leading scorer, then everybody else should fall to the head. That's a deep three.
Key for a long three, not to be denied. Another three-pointer for the Rats, and they've got a different look out there right now as well.
Shifty J showing off the range. I love it. Rats up by 12 now.
I love me a good nickname.
Yes, sir.
Love me a good nickname.
Oh, good collapsing defense there by Huron.
Yeah, this is something you're going to see. I mean, Huron, that's their culture. They preach defense. They preach being in good shape, game shape, and you're seeing it right now. I mean, we're only in late December, and they feel like they're in mid-season form with their D.
Oh!
Maybe not with that pass
not with
right
that pass.
there. That's okay. Like you said, there'll be more.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the defense that they're collapsing on, especially on Harju. Every time he is having a difficult time getting to the cup. Every time it feels they're doing this collapsing defense where every time you go to the racks, there's going to be another man helping you out. So they are not giving up easy points, and I love that about Huron's defense so far.
Alex Jamison comes in hard looking for a man, picks up his dribble, and honestly, I think that's one place where the Huskies are going wrong right now. I've seen them picking up their dribble more than once, and that's just going to put extra pressure and give the Rats that extra opportunity to get even closer where you can really smell the other person's breath.
Yeah.
Tyrese Johnson now trying to cross over, but he's got him right out in front
there
of him.
It is.
That one tipped away, quality play, and then behind the back to Kiefer. Kiefer out to Dom. Dom one step, hot three, off the rim.
Great steal by Caden Mourning there. Been with the behind the back pass, but unfortunately they couldn't finish off with the transition three.
Northern now with some numbers in transition. Got that one over to Neril Jordan. Jordan couldn't finish, draws the foul though. And the Huskies really need to put these in.
Oh yeah, they got to get these in right now and keep this game respectable at this point because Huron will take it over and run away with it, especially with the way they're playing defense so far.
Jordan, just a sophomore out there. See Huron doing a really nice job of keeping everybody fresh. A couple more substitutions in right now.
And they've got to be able to take advantage because, like we said, Northern is coming off. This is the second of a back-to-back after falling to Carmen Ainsworth last night by 20. So you got to take advantage of the tired legs that could be out here tonight.
Well, and you mentioned it. I wonder if early on the legs aren't quite tired yet, but they might be, especially when you're trying to be in this track meet with Huron. There's Jamison there, draws contact, but hits rim, and it looks like he got a little more than contact.
Might have got away with one there.
Yeah. Pops the three-pointer, Caden Morning.
KG finishing with the transition three. Make that a 13-point advantage right now for the Rats.
Yeah, the River Rats have got to be really happy with where they're at right now. 5:28 to go here in this one. And the Huskies just beaten. I mean, you can see Jamison coming in. He caught one off his cheek and shaking up a little bit, but not coming out like that.
Like I said, every time they're going to the rack, Huron is collapsing, and they are not giving up easy buckets tonight. Looking like the bad boys out here right now with the way they're playing defense.
Yeah, that's standard stuff for the Rats. You're not wrong.
Might have dated ourselves a little bit there talking about the bad boys, but hey. Legendary defense. Always deserves a shout out.
Real old heads know what you're talking about. Amir Moreland seems to be their main point guard of usage right now. There's a long three-pointer there.
He forced that one.
Harju.
He forced that one. They could have got a better shot out of that.
And there's Matt
Oh
Moore.
my!
Alley-oop.
Gotta finish that, young buck.
Morning, but couldn't finish that one off. And the Huskies now in transition. Harju one more time runs up and draws the foul, and he'll get a chance for two. And it's really an opportunity for the Huskies to stop the bleeding here. You hate saying that this early, but man, that's what's got to happen.
I mean, I like how they're still being aggressive, going to the rack and just doing whatever they can to go and get some easy buckets, but Huron's just not giving them up. It's like they'd rather give up a foul than giving up an easy layup. And to me, that's an aggressive defense right now that's paying off for them. But the Huskies are not backing down. They're still coming at them every possession.
Harju hits that first one. Yeah, there's something to be said for that, right? It's the mentality as that goes. You don't want to feel, or you don't want the other team to think that you're shying away or you're trying to avoid contact. You're going to keep going after it.
Gotta finish your free throws. Free throws not looking good for either team tonight.
As Brandon Willis there had to move getting back over to Mac Moore. Brandon Willis, quarterback for the River Rats in the fall.
Nice pass.
That one out to Nate Sweeney, and he knocks that one down. Sweeney looks awfully comfortable out there tonight.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
There's another one from Cantrell.
Northern comes right back. Nice pass by Harju. You got to finish that. See, another missed opportunity. Look at this.
Well, there was Jordan. It did seem like he was trying to avoid the contact there. Jordan seemed like he didn't want to lean in and get that, and because of that, that's just more opportunities for Huron.
Yeah. I'm seeing the aggression that I expected to see from Harju in the beginning of this game now. So it's looking like he's getting into a rhythm. He's getting into a flow here.
Friendly rim bounce there. Gets that first one in. And here we've got a couple more substitutions for Huron. Morning out. I believe Willis out as well. Jaden Kiefer stays. Caleb Brown back in the game for the Rats. Gonna have Mac Moore bring this one up and get it over to Sweeney. I like that a lot. Sweeney about to set a pickup high. Pick and roll, another staple for the Rats.
Wide open.
Long pass over to Brown. And Northern does not even think twice before they go on the break. But Mac Moore, a little too much hand. Moore's gonna tell you no, sir, but he might have got some balls on that one.
I thought he got all ball. But the ref has a better view of it than we do. But great aggressive defense once again.
Those dudes thought he got all ball too.
I thought he got all ball, but hey, like I said, I don't have the best vantage point.
If you ask Moore, I'm sure he'd tell you it was all
exactly.
ball. Moreland hits the first of two. You can see Coach Mo Kasham there, third-year coach of the River Rats, but just a River Rat disciple. He's kept this Rat mentality alive, put his own little hooks and quirks into it, and I mean, just basketball excellence is what the River Rats have been known for, and he's keeping it going. Dom bringing the ball up. Northern now playing that wide out there defense, but there's another one. Jaden Kiefer, another three-point hit.
Shifty J is feeling it today.
And the Riverettes extend their lead up to 14 points now. The Huskies got to get some stops here and figure something out.
Another one.
Not happening when Nate Sweeney comes in there. Nate Sidney.
We've got to check the stats on this, but I believe that's their sixth steal right there. Huron is being very, unofficially. That was their fifth or sixth steal right there. Huron is coming through right now and getting that aggressive defense, which is turning into these transition opportunities right now, and they're taking full advantage right now.
Sidney now very smooth from the line, never a doubt from him. Yeah, Sidney's not really known for his speed or his aggressiveness defensively, but he looked very smooth, not tipping that ball away to himself.
Basketball IQ.
Yeah.
That's what we call that basketball IQ as a sophomore.
Hits the
That's
second
what I noticed
one.
about his
This
game.
is how you extend them. That's exactly right. There's that
Coming with the trap
down
again.
in the corner. Hate to be in that position. You get the ball down there, you've got almost nowhere to go. You can't back up, and as soon as the ball hits your hands, you got two dudes all over you.
I love how Coach Kasham is just throwing different defenses at him. Just coming, it's not every possession, but he's switching it up or whatever and putting them in a position where they kind of panic or whatnot. They got bailed out on this last one with that foul, though. But I still like how Kasham is being aggressive with his defensive calls.
Yeah, I mean, and again, that's definitely one of his hallmarks. That's a hallmark of this River Rat team. Just when you think you've got it figured out, I change all the questions, just like the Hot Rod used to say.
Exactly, that's the way to do it.
Dom, nice rebound there, tips it to himself, and the River Rats not in any hurry to get the ball up court. Nate Sidney now over to Kiefer. Those high pick and rolls. No shot clock in the high school ranks. Ooh, behind the back, Don, look at that go.
Oh.
And then almost tipped in, coming in late, Caleb Brown. And it looks like Jamison got popped in the face again, and he's not, I mean, you take a few off the chin, you get a few off the cheek, you're not going to be stoked about it.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling a little frustrated right now.
Yeah, it happens once, and you're like, okay, like that's not great. The second time, you know, it just starts to bubble up on you a bit. 2:55 to go here in this first half. I want to thank everybody for joining us, watching this one on the stream, checking it out in YouTube. Want to get down there, like and subscribe, check us out.
Looks like Alex Jamison may have taken himself out of the game.
Yeah, he's pulled off to the side.
He's dealing with a bloody nose right now. So he is. We've got to pause in the action right now while they try to get that squared away. He has definitely taken a couple to the noggin tonight.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, he's taken a few, but to his credit, he keeps giving it back. He keeps going after it.
To his credit and to their credit, even though that Huron is playing aggressive defense and collapsing every time they try to go to the basket, they're not stopping. They're not going out here and just settling for threes. They're still trying to be aggressive, still trying to draw fouls, still trying to get points however they can. But if this thing gets a little out of hand, we're going to have to start throwing up those three-pointers because they're down by 15.
Well, this is our first time working together. What's out of hand? Because they're down, I mean, Huron's up 15 right now in the first half.
Yeah, we're on the edge. We're on the edge of it getting out of hand right now.
I mean, clearly I'm never going to say this game's over. It's not over. We got a long ways to go. But you're looking up at that scoreboard and you're like, man, we're down 15. It feels like we can't get things done. I keep getting hit in the noggin. Like, what's going on around here?
And that's why I'm kind of surprised they haven't reverted back to just shooting threes all day. We know this team can shoot a lot of three-pointers, and that's why I'm surprised at how they are continuing to going to the cup, going to the basket, even though they're getting pounded every time they go in there.
Well, I mean, the Huskies can shoot them, but you got to get those open shots. That's the big thing, right? The River Rats have done an excellent job of playing that spread-out defense, that really aggressive spread-out defense. You rarely will see a Huron team come and bunch up. You're not going to see a lot of zones. You're not going to see a lot of 2-2-1s. That is not their bag.
Looks like Jamison is all right. Got the blood to stop, and he is back in the game at the free throw line to finish off his 2 free throws.
Yeah, blood might have stopped, but his blood might be boiling right now. Again, taking another one to the grill.
Yeah, exactly.
Jamison hits that first one. 2:55 to go here. second is good. And now a little bit of a full court man. Maybe it's just like one guy deciding, like, I'm just going to put
Looks
a
like a
extra
1-2-2
on there.
type.
Yeah.
Oh, they're back in man.
Yeah, Moreland just wanted to make it a little bit of a slower run up the River Rats. Off the front rim there, Johnny on the spot. Underneath the rim, though, was Kinley Poole. Came down that one, couldn't finish.
This is not the time for Northern to be giving up those second chance points right there. You get that rebound, you get a stop, you go back, and you can maybe get this game back to 10 points, but you give up a second chance point, and now the Rats get another 2 free throws out of it.
And I feel like that's probably the idea, the game plan here for the Huskies, right? Like, let's get this under double digits before half, and then everything looks and feels a little bit more manageable moving into the second half.
And they had an opportunity right there, but they blew it.
There's Dom. Look at those shoes. They're gold. They're sparkly. He might have got those for Christmas. I like that a lot.
Need some stunner shades for those.
Yeah, that might be that River Rat gold right there. That Vegas gold, I believe, is what they call the Rats colors.
Nice pressure here. Look at this pressure that Huron's given. Another different defense. Another different defense that they're giving.
This one, though, it seems like the Huskies have figured out a little bit. They're doing a nice job of finding those open guys, but still a contested bucket. River Rats get the rebound. Nate Sidney on his way up. Dom now, no speed, no urgency here. Gonna be looking for that open shot. Gets that one up to Caleb Brown. You'll know no Mac Moore out there, so Huron's playing small-ish. Not that the Huskies ever play super big, but this is definitely small on small. There's a pass out to Dom in the corner shot.
Oh!
And that one they're gonna call Sidney on the back.
He skied for that offensive board, but he had a little advantage. He had a little bit of help from a man's back.
Exactly.
So good call by the ref there. Looks like they're in the bonus. So
Sidney out, Caden Mourning in. And the way MHSA is doing things now, once you get into the bonus, it's 2 shots, no matter what.
2 shots. Northern needs both of these free throws, and they need a stop. They need back-to-back stops to get this thing under 10 before halftime.
And this could be the thing that could help them accomplish that goal, right? Getting to the line. Again, they get 2 shots every time. They're rewarded for their aggressiveness, or they're rewarded for over-aggressiveness from the Rats. So this could be their chance. But you got to hit them, just like that.
Stop. They need a stop right now. No second chance points, no offensive rebounds. Get a stop, get the ball, head the other way. Get some momentum going into halftime.
Caleb Brown losing it. Now the Huskies might actually have something going for him here. Bring the ball up there. Jordan. Jordan to Moreland, crosses him over and finishes lefty finger roll.
Oh, with the lefty J crossover right there. Give me some on that, Amir Moreland. Oh, right back come the Rats.
Caleb Brown, counter punch, the River Rats.
Yeah, no time to celebrate. You better be on defense.
Lead. Jamison now works that one down into the corner. Tyrese Johnson. Moreland wants it. Moreland seems to have the hot hand.
Oh, okay. The River Rats continuing to be aggressive, going after all the steals, trying to force the action here.
Yeah, man, and they're playing seemingly their whole bench, so why not be aggressive? I'm sure that's something that Coach Kasham has mentioned. Just go out there, give it everything you got. There's more dudes out here. At the end of the day, these showcase games, while they're great, they're fun, you're probably not going to see these guys again. This isn't a conference game. If you don't win, it's not a big deal. It's about testing your mettle and staying sharp going into the real portion of the season in January.
Absolutely. And knocking off those Christmas leftovers too. Let's not forget that.
Well,
got to stay in shape as we get into January here, because it's going to get serious with the conference showdowns that are coming up.
Yeah, I might need to get out there if it's about losing the pounds and losing
you
the
and you and me both, brother.
There's one out in the corner.
We got away with travel there.
Nice head fake. I don't think that's getting called very much anymore, even in the high school ranks. But you're not wrong. His feet were not set.
I love it.
Skirmish
Scrappy,
for the ball,
scrappy,
right
scrappy.
there. Jamison comes up with it.
Scrappy.
Goes up, finishes, and he's got an end-one opportunity and a chance to really make this game manageable for the Huskies.
That's what we said. You got to get these stops and convert on the other end. And that's what Northern is doing right now. I love the scrappiness I'm seeing from them. They're not going to allow this game to get out of hand. They're trying. You get this under 10 going into halftime, you've got momentum to work off of during halftime and going into the second half right now. So Northern has to continue playing scrappy like this.
And we just saw Mac Moore getting checked into the game. Only 41 seconds left. I don't think Coach Kasham really wanted to put him in this situation. But right now, I have a really good feeling he's going to be the one to bring the ball up. He's going to be getting the attention. And if he doesn't go to the rack, he'll be dishing to somebody wide open, possibly in the corner.
I'm wondering if they'll go for the last shot here so they don't put themselves in a position where their lead could be dwindled down anymore. So let's see what they do here.
The Rats are patient. I don't think they're interested in being that patient. They've got 32 seconds. I wouldn't be shocked if they get a shot off or try to get a shot off with about 20-18 left.
There it is.
Long three off the rim. Good
Arju with a nice rebound.
Morning. But defensive hands coming back. Morning makes the miss, but is very aware of what's going on, and he gets the ball over to Moore. Moore can't finish, and the Huskies now with one last chance. 9 seconds to go on the break. Another block, but finished finally by Amir Moreland. 2 seconds to go. They get it within 7 points here at halftime. Couldn't ask for anything more if you're the Huskies, and I can't ask for anything more for a game here on the holiday break. Stick around, everybody. We will be right back with more hoops action from North Farmington High School.
Storm.
The Student Advisory Council's role is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect for all those involved in the game.
Enjoy the game.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check. Okay.
So we're using that.
And I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Life. Things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
For a score, a schedule, a story, MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
Estimated number of men that will be diagnosed with prostate cancer this year could fill up about 15 arenas. That's close to 300,000 men. And in the U.S., an estimated 30,000 men will die of prostate cancer this year. When I got the call, the doctor said, stage 3 prostate cancer. I was shocked, you know. I wasn't expecting bad news because I felt so good, man. This is asymptomatic for millions of men. I was one of the fortunate ones. I caught it early. It's just a simple blood test. It saved my life. But if I wasn't proactive about getting checked, who knows what the outcome could have been. This Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, know your score. Finding prostate cancer early could be life-saving.
When it comes to vaping, the truth can get clouded. So let's make it clear. Vaping is not safe for kids, teens, or young adults. It's just not.
Because vaping can put microscopic particles into your lungs.
And dangerous things like metals and volatile organic compounds into your body.
And nicotine, the same highly addictive substance found in regular cigarettes.
Nicotine can harm a person's brain development through their mid-20s,
affecting learning, memory, attention, and impulse control, and priming the brain for other addictions.
Vaping products also come in kid-friendly flavors that can make them appealing to youth.
And many kids also use other drugs, like marijuana, in vaping devices.
With appealing flavors, high nicotine levels, and lots of promotion on social media,
many kids think vaping is harmless, but it's not.
So talk to your kids about the risks of vaping, because when you talk, they hear you.
I'm gonna tell you about sportsmanship because it's important. Treat your opponents the way you would want to be treated. My mom says that. Listen to the referees. It's their job. Be nice to their team and our team. Cheer them on. Always play fair. It's the right thing to do. It's sportsmanship. It's not that hard.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My.
like 30 seconds. Come on. Coach, really quick, going into the second half, what are you guys hoping to do against this team?
Just do a better job on the glass. I feel like we let them off the hook the last 4 or 5 minutes. So definitely want to talk more on defense and finish the possession with the rebound.
You talked a lot bit about discipline on the defensive end. What does it take to be able to do that?
Stop fouling, stop reaching in, trust our length, trust our athleticism, and stop and resist our urge to reach in.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck. Nick, JB, back to you.
We're ready.
Thanks, Solae. That first half, JB Ricks, tell us a little bit about what we saw and where we're at right now heading into the second half.
I love the aggression that I saw from Northern going towards the end of the second quarter. They were down by as many as 15 points, but they kept scrapping away. Even though they were getting beat up every time they were going to the rack, they still tried to show that same aggression every time, didn't revert to just settling for three-pointers, and because of their aggression on defense and on both sides of the court towards the end, it allowed them to cut their deficit down to 7. And we got a ball game going in here to the second half.
Right, you are. I think they accomplished everything that they could have wanted coming back from that deficit, like you said, and now here's Jamison going right back after it.
Watch the shuffle there. Watch the shuffle.
There's Norel Jordan there. Back to Jamison. Jamison head fake out there. Huron back to their man D, and they are not letting up. Board brought down by Caden Morning. Morning tries to get it out to Moore. Mac Moore doing a great job to keep that one alive. Couldn't find his dude on that though.
Oh, gotta settle down there.
Rooney on there by Cameron Harju. Yeah, you said he's got to settle down. I think that's right. Like, figure that out, take a step back.
He was a little out of control there going. I like the aggressiveness, but like calm down there a little bit and make this possession count. You want to make every possession count at this juncture of the game.
Moreland now to Cantrell. Jordan one more time. Moreland seems to be the draw that stirs the drink. Good take, but rebounded by Dom. Dom heading up looking for Kiefer, one of the top scorers for the Rats. That one slapped away. Huskies on the move. They're going to call that one on the ground, a block. Another foul for Huron, though, and they got into that foul trouble at the end of the first half. They do not want to continually be giving these Huskies these opportunities.
Yeah, Caden got a little confused there at the end. He didn't know if he wanted to take a charge or try to go up for the block, and he caught himself in the middle, shuffling his feet, and he was able to draw the foul.
That's Moreland hitting the first of 2, getting this deficit down to 6 points now for Port Huron Northern. Unlucky rim bounce there for Amir Moreland on his second. Mac Moore now with the ball in his hands where the River Rats like it most, I believe. Moore picks up that dribble, sent that one over to Morning. Runs into 2 guys, but Mac Moore, Johnny on the spot, coming back to the rim, up high, but no go.
Great aggressive take there, but you got to finish that. It was looking like they a little slow with the motions tonight, but in this second half with the River Rats offense, but Mac right there trying to bail him out, going to the rack and drawing the foul.
Yeah, and you know, not to harp on it too much, Makari Moore just makes everything look so smooth. He makes things look so easy. I mean, he's above the rim on that. You barely even realize it.
Any day of the week, Nick, he can go to the rack. Any day of the week, he can go to the rack.
It's not that he's not explosive. It just always seems like he's so smooth. He's just kind of almost got that Lynn Swan appeal to him, where everything just moves and flows really well. Huron keeps that hard-nosed defense. You see some bodies banging down low, and here you can see the River Rat bench right there, trying to hype their guys up.
Little miscommunication right there, unforced turnover. Huron with the chance to get this lead back to double digits.
High man for the Huskies. Cut in for Morning, finds Mac Moore in the corner. Moore, no hesitation. Nothing but air. Jordan Kiefer comes down with that one, though.
Great shot there, great driving kick over to the corner, but Matt just couldn't get his full legs up under him on that shot.
Yeah, the aim was just a little bit off. Unofficially, we had Mac Moore for 9 points in that first half. Jordan Keefe with 9 as well.
Oh.
That's thanks to our crack stat guy, Devin Smith.
Harju with the great take to the rack, drawing the hoop and the harm right now. Got a chance to get this deficit down to 5. I told you I like this scrappiness I'm seeing from this Northern team.
Harju now second time to the line here for him. Hits the front.
Got to make your free throws.
Long three from Dom, no hesitation. He knew exactly what he was going to do as soon as that ball hit his fingertips, and that's a three-pointer for the Rats.
That boy has been stroking all night, man. He has been in a rhythm, and he is loving the way that ball is coming off his fingertips.
And, I mean, just, we've seen it. The Rats can beat you in so many different ways. They've got multiple guys that can shoot those three-pointers. They've got a couple of guys that go down to the rack. They've got some guys that are banging bodies on the offensive boards. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and this is why they are perennial favorites in their conference. They're perennial favorites to Golden State tournament.
Oh, it's good to have that type of versatility across the board, and you can go deep with your bench as well.
Yeah, they've definitely shown some depth as well. Here's one of those guys right now, Nate Sidney coming in.
The young kid, the young buck.
He's listed at 5'11". I don't know about all that, Jess.
Yeah, I might give him another inch.
Moore holds, nice fake. Looks for his man cutting inside. And Sidney says, I probably might be 5'11". Now look at me go down there.
Muscle up, young buck, muscle up.
If I'm not 5'11", I'm not going down there. Nate Sidney showing me a thing or two. Sidney out there with that arm extended, sticks with Harju. Switch to Dom out there. And now the Huskies are looking for just a sliver of daylight. Harju thought he might have had it. Behind the back down, goes baseline, but finds two men, falls. Draws the foul.
Harju trying to keep his boys in this game. This is the aggression I expected to see out of him from the beginning of the game. He's bringing that right now here in the beginning of this third quarter, trying to keep his team in it. He's going to the rack relentlessly.
And you saw Coach Kasham there, not super impressed with that foul shot, and not with that foul call. Sidney didn't think it was him. Kasham certainly didn't think it was him. But if he keeps jawing down there, he might get the next one for his team. He knows how to massage the referees a little bit, although that was some pretty aggressive massage. Verbal massage, if you will. Harju knocks down that first one, 50-40 currently now for the team from A2. Harju, good legs up under that free throw shot, but rebounded by Dom, and now the River Rats spreading this offensive out. They got a nice motion going down right along the paint.
Too many missed free throws tonight.
Yeah, it's tough. But I mean, you also got to think, like, it is still December, right? They've got 3 months of hoops left. They've really only been playing practicing. Moore, nice job up and under. Couldn't get the finish.
What? No, sir.
There's an up and under. Amir Moreland. We've seen a lot from him.
Amir Moreland got some handles, man. He's got some really sick handles on him. Huron getting a little out of funk here.
Yeah, that last pass was a tad lackadaisical.
Oh, no foul call there?
And now Moreland, you know he wants to go in.
Oh, nice pass.
Moreland sent that
Cantrell
one over.
wasn't ready for it, though.
I think you're right with that. I think Cantrell just assumed that Moreland was going up for it because he's so comfortable doing that.
Woo!
And there's
so long, Nick. He's so long. The wingspan is crazy. That's why I said he can do that whenever he wants. Go to the rack whenever you want, 7 days a week, son.
Yeah, and Moore's the slump buster right there, right? The River Rats were in a little bit of a funk. You mentioned it. Moore took the ball and went and finished, got his team a bucket, and now they're back on track, in theory. Moore pulls down the board there, and he's going to get the offense going right now. No hesitation. Over to Nate Sidney. Off the board, Jamison now. Jamison runs into 3 Rats, undeterred. Finishes strong.
Good take to get the deficit back down to 8. Like I said, the Huskies are not going away. They are not going to let Huron run away with this game.
3 minutes to go in this fast and furious third quarter so far. Jordan Kiefer from way downtown.
Oh, what a rebound
by Nate Sidney.
I'm telling you, man, that kid's basketball IQ is through the roof, man. He always finds himself in the right place at the right time.
I'm telling you, he plays every inch of 5'11". Whoever said he's not is wrong. That is a wrong person who says that.
Good aggressive defense I'm seeing by the Rats here. Staying in their face.
Nice pick down low on the perimeter. Matt Moore forced to come back down and play defense. He had to back to him the whole way. No chance. Nice job with the pick and rolls down low from the Huskies. Jaden Kiefer, no fear with that shot down there. Dom did a nice job of trying to get in there, but he was the lone man down there. And now Harju also can't finish. And we've just got some back and forth before a reach-in foul on Port Huron Northern.
Yeah, another great take by Harju, but he's got to finish these. He's got to finish these bunny layups, and he's got to finish his free throws. This is a different game right now if he makes those buckets that he knows he's supposed to make. I'm telling you, he's going to kick himself for missing some of these easy buckets that he's got out here tonight, because I'm loving his aggression, loving it.
Caleb Brown looking for the inbound here. Moreland all over Makari Moore.
And that's how he should be. They've got to give some aggressive defense to keep themselves in this ball game.
Well, there's your aggressive defense right there.
Great driving kick.
There's your aggressiveness. And the River Rats, no problem trying to go in and make something happen in the paint. We saw a lot of paint points from the Rats early on.
I love that take right there by KG. Going in with the lefty scoop, drawing the contact, drawing the foul. Remaining aggressive. Neither team letting up. I love it.
Caden Morning, the junior, wearing number 0. First of 2 upcoming. Back iron. Nothing worse than that back iron. Cameron Harju coming out right now for the Huskies. Go down there, get yourself a little blow. He'll be back probably start of 4th quarter.
Give him a quick little breather.
Exactly. Morning hits the second, 55-46. Ann Arbor Huron. Moreland gauging that defense, puts his shoulders down, draws the foul, draws the block. I'm okay with that not getting called. That's a no call.
I was just thinking the same thing, Nick. That should have been a no call right there. A light body contact, but not enough to draw a foul, in my opinion. But
no, and the contact was there. But again, as a ball carrier, he had his shoulder down. He was going for it. I'm not going to say he was trying to draw any sort of contact, but yeah, I think that's a nice no call. But it was a pretty hard smack. Nevertheless, I'm not in charge of calling fouls.
Exactly.
Not today, anyway. Amir Moreland hits that first one. 1:39 to go here in this 3rd quarter from North Farmington High School in beautiful Oakland County, Michigan. Moreland, nothing but twine on the second one, and the River Rats have got to figure out who they want to be here for the next 90 seconds. Are they going to try to work the ball around? Are they going to try to go in and get those paint points? There you see Dom. He wants to be a three-pointer.
Oh, I told you, he's feeling it. He's been letting loose all night. Moreland comes down again. Nice driving kick. Oh, they could have used that bucket. Over the back right there by Sidney.
Yeah, whether it's Dom, whether it's Jordan Kiefer, whether it's Nate Sidney, it doesn't seem like anybody starts to feel bad if they miss a couple. They just keep pounding away. They know that they're going to get more opportunities. A little bit of confusion on who the inbounder is going to be here for the Huskies. I think they came to the decision it's going to be Aiden Davert. Davert there, but they've got tough inbound defense, and Sidney
with another steal
for it.
And the finish.
Nice lefty finish there from Nate Sidney. They're going to love that.
That is an and one, son, right there. Sidney again showing off why this kid has all the potential of the world, man. He gets it done on both sides of the ball, both sides of the court, and the IQ is through the roof.
Yeah,
loving his game.
Defensively, you can just tell that he has a great situational awareness. He can see the whole court.
I love the way he plays the game. I really do.
Moreland trying a little shake and bait, gets it over to Jamison. On ball defense. Oh, nice job cutting back door there. Tyrese Johnson with the bucket. Nice look from Jamison.
Those back doors have been butter all night for Huron. They missed on a couple, but when they hit, oh, it looks like pure perfection.
Mac Moore spinning away from one guy, finds two more for his efforts, and then finishes with an and one.
All day, son, all day. I told you he can do that 7 days a week. That's all you got to do, bro. Mac Moore to the rack, drawing another and one, son. He's feeling it right now. Lead back up to 10 for the Rats.
Yeah, he's the slump buster for sure.
I love the competition I'm seeing out here from both teams. Like they both, it's like you said, it's just a showcase game in December. Not gonna matter when it comes to league play, but nobody wants to lose. Both teams out here want to win this game, and
That's
I love
exactly right. That's exactly right. Offensive board there by Moreland keeps the dream alive here for the Huskies. That one's out there to Nerl Jordan, and he hits the three, pop a shot. And now 22 seconds left to go here. River Rats bring the ball up. Nate Sweeney looking for Mac Moore. Makari Moore cross court over into the corner. That one's up front iron. Board by the Huskies. 10 seconds. If they hustle, they can get another bucket.
Oh, great.
Moreland, great job getting into the lane. And now up to Mac Moore.
Throw it up.
Sweeney nearly to finish this one off. One more. Will it be good? No good regardless, and that is the end of third quarter action here between the River Rats and the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Man, only an 8-point deficit for the Huskies, but it feels like they could get back in it at any moment. Stick around after these words.
Storm.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike.
And we are live, as Kevin Bryant told us. Here we go, fourth quarter action starting up. This matchup has been everything you could ask for in one of these games, right, JB?
Absolutely. I mean, this game could have gotten out of hand when Huron had that 15-point lead in the first half, but the Huskies were able to scrap their way and get that deficit down to 7 going into halftime, and they have kept that momentum going. They are not going to allow Huron, who seems to be the more athletic and the more talented team, they're staying in this one no matter what.
There's Makari Moore. He's been the elixir that the River Rats have needed, right? Anytime, like you mentioned, anytime the Huskies are clawing their way back, anytime they're getting a little bit closer, they put the ball in Makari Moore's hands, and he says, let me do my thing. It's not necessarily taking a shot, it's not necessarily going to the rim, but he's going to be doing something that's going to result in a River Rat bucket.
And that is the typical alpha dog for you right now. Whenever your team needs a bucket, oh my goodness! Krasoyak with another beautiful block.
And this River Rat defense is always in the mix. They are never 100% beaten.
I love how they collapse to the basket. Every time that they come to the rack, they collapse, and they make it very, very difficult for them to go out, for the Huskies to go out here and get easy buckets.
Dangerous
another steal,
inbound pass
leading to another transition bucket.
Krasoyak nearly pulled that one off.
Finish that one.
And now we've got just another skirmish coming through there. And that's going to end up with the Huskies at the line again.
With the chance to get this down to 6. As scrappy as this game has been through these first 3 quarters, I think it's going to level up here as we get down to the stretch. Like I said, I love the competition I'm seeing from both sides. of the court from both of these teams. And with us getting down to the stretch here, in the final stretch, I should say, watch out for the Huskies really stepping up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, like you said, these last couple of minutes is going to be a battle of who wants it more. And right now, there's an offensive board by Tyrese Johnson. He wanted that one more, but couldn't finish it.
Nobody wants free throws tonight. I don't know what's going on. I guess nobody wants free points, Nick. Too many missed free throws tonight.
Too easy. Too easy for free throws.
What I tell you, 7 days a week. I'm going to start calling Max 7 days a week because he can do that whenever he wants. Oh, good defense. Good defense.
And that's exactly right. That's great defense by Makari Moore there as well. Not only did he finish strong on the offensive end, came back, stayed with his man, had strong hands, and that's what you love right there, right? You love your teammates jumping up and down and telling you good job. That wasn't about a dunk. That wasn't about an alley-oop. Nice finish there by Cameron Harju. But that was all that clapping, all that applause was for defense right there, and that's the Huron way.
Your team is fully engaged. When your team is fully engaged, even the ones who are there supporting those that are on the court, it's going to lead to good results.
Dom now sends that one out to Makari Moore. He's out there with Jaden Kiefer, Caleb Brown, and it looks like Kinley Poole down in the corner as well. Dom spins around, but spins right into some Huskies, and Port Huron Northern, I was going to say they can't wait to fast break, but take a step back. They're going to move this one up a little bit slower. Backdoor cut try there by Jamison, but just couldn't find that lead pass. And that one knocked away Makari Moore.
Another steal, showtime.
One-hand dunk, Makari Moore, and that's all set up by the defense of the River Rats.
Defense leading to the transition slam. You gotta love it. Oh!
Answered Amir Moreland.
Moreland with the ultimate answer right there after the Mac Moore dunk. Coming through with the three ball and go ahead and give them the and one off of that.
And this crowd is electric right now. Whether it's a crowd in the stands up here with us, you're seeing the players down on the bench. There's a real vibe in here right now.
You can feel it. There's an electricity going on right now because of the competition that both of these teams are putting on display right now.
Yeah,
so credit to both Port Huron Northern and the Ann Arbor Huron River Rats.
Yeah,
credit to both teams.
If you're checking this out on YouTube, possibly in 4K, hopefully you're getting a feel for the electricity going through this gymnasium right now.
Woo!
That one knocked away by Makari Moore. Finds his man in the corner. That's Poole for three. Brought in by Alex Jamison.
Here come the Huskies with a chance to get it back down to 4 or 3.
Moreland now, you know he's feeling great about everything. Jamison there now to Tyrese Johnson. Jamison cuts into the middle, but those passing lanes are clogged up by Huron. Tries to put a little spin on that one. Second opportunity from Johnson, third opportunity from Johnson, and that is another basket.
Huskies will not go away. It's down to a 4-point game. Here they come. Mac Moore giving it right back.
That's what you do. They knew. Give it to Makari Moore. Let him do his thing. We had timeout called, and I'm not sure who called that one. I think it may have been Northern, but I'm amazed that Huron has been so nonplussed by this comeback. They haven't needed a timeout. They had, Coach Kasham has said, this is fine. We're going to get there. We're not stressed about this. Get the ball to Makari Moore and we'll let things happen.
Yeah, and it's not like Huron's doing anything wrong out there. They're just dealing with a team that is super scrappy right now and not going to allow you to run away with this game.
Yeah, Port Huron Northern is not going away. That you can tell that is not in their DNA. That's not in their makeup. And it depends on, next man up. Who's it going to be? We've seen Alex Jamison working the ball around. We've seen points from Moreland. We've seen Tyrese Johnson. Again, just could be anybody.
And you got to give credit to this Port Huron Northern team after losing by 20 just last night and coming back and going up against another team who is a strong contender just like you, and not allowing this game to get out of hand and keeping it scrappy, keeping it competitive down the final stretch here. Much credit goes out to the Huskies and the way they're scrapping out here tonight. I love it.
Well, that could be part of it too, right? Like, I don't want to lose 2 nights in a row.
No.
I'm going to have a chip on my shoulder after losing last night. I'm not going away. I'm not losing 2 nights in a row. I'm not letting this ruin my weekend. So and that could be part of it.
I have not seen any sign of tired legs out here at all. I have not seen any sign of that. So that's not something that they should be concerned about at all. And we're coming down the final stretch here, so let's see how they finish it off.
Amir Moreland down into the corner. Mac Moore right in front of him, not giving him a centimeter. Moreland back to the top. Moore backing off ever so slightly. He sees that pick coming, and Moore stays with it. Spin around, lefty finish. Amir Moreland.
Moreland, this kid's got talent, man. We got to get some D1 coaches coming up in here checking this kid out. That was a phenomenal spin to the rack. 4-point game.
To go. Jamison now comes in, and he finishes. Gets a little something for his efforts, but 2 points is the main thing that he gets.
1 possession game. Hasn't been that way since the second quarter. Huron answers right back from Dom.
I think Jamison might be calling for timeout. He's hurt. He's bleeding again. If he had some of those Rocky strips up his nose, he had to call that one off.
Yeah, Alex Jamison, he has been getting knocked around all day, but he has been coming back every single time. This is his second bloody nose of the night, so that lets you know right now what type of toughness this kid shows on the court.
I'm not sure if the first one ever stopped, to be honest. Like they stuck something up there, and he's had it in there this whole time. And I think that whatever it was just popped out, and then Niagara
comes
Falls
right back
after
out.
that. Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, they're checking him out down here.
That solid wide shot. You can see the whole court and most of the gymnasium here at North Farmington High School, home of the Raiders.
This is a great time out here by Port Huron Northern. Giving Jamison some time to collect himself, get himself together, put in some new gauze into the nose, get that together, and talk about strategy here. We're under 4 minutes to go, 3:45 to go, 4-point game. Anybody's ball game right now. Anybody's ball game. It's a great timeout, and we'll see how they react coming out of that TO.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what kind of play gets drawn up here, or what the strategy is here for this inbound pass. Wonder if we'll see a little low post motion. Get some backdoor cuts. We've seen some really excellent backdoor cuts by Northern, by the Huskies. Jamison to Moreland. Jamison calls, stops just shy of the free throw line. Misses offensive rebound, though, by the Huskies. We've seen a lot of offensive boards from those guys.
And they're definitely the smaller team, too. That's what just kind of surprises me right now. With all of these offensive boards that they're getting, Huron is the more taller, more athletic team. But it's the scrappiness of this Huskies team that is impressing me tremendously tonight.
Well, height's only going to get you so far. I mean, we both played. We understand that, right? Like, Absolutely. If you're not getting a body on somebody, or if you're not getting a hand around them, that smaller player, that faster player, they're going around you, or if they're outworking you, they're going to get that board.
And that's what we're seeing right now.
Alex Jamison up, nothing but net. 69-66 now. 1 possession game the Huskies have worked themselves into. And there's some Huron fans, Huron faithful, looking a little quiet.
A little nervous. Like I said, the electricity in this building. Look at Moreland coming through with another steal, and we might have a tie game here.
But another
offensive board.
And they are not to be deterred. They're just jacking
Now they're throwing up the
threes.
threes, yeah.
Not scared.
Missed second chance points again, though. Missed second chance points again.
Yeah,
if not for all of their missed second chance points, they'd be in the lead right now, probably.
Makari Moore.
Oh, no.
Looking baseline, throws that one away to Jaden Kiefer. Alex Jamison off the backboard.
Calm down.
I think he heard the footsteps there and just put a little too much mustard behind that one. Dom
nice way to swing
over
it.
To Kiefer. Dom goes in, had some hands on that one, but the Huskies come up with it. Amir Moreland definitely the straw that stirs the drink right
there
now.
There it is.
Gets it over to Johnson, and there one.
Another offensive rebound.
Air.
Another 3-ball.
Moreland,
another offensive board.
Do. They shoot these threes, but man, the offense.
Another one. They're scrapping.
Now we got that timeout from Coach Kasham. I am not surprised at all that they got even a little bit of possession. They called timeout. because, like you said, just offensive board after offensive board, so many opportunities for the Huskies.
Got to capitalize there, though. This could be a tie game right now. They got 2 extra 3-point possessions there. Could not convert, could tie this game up. But you see the level of scrappiness that we've been talking about all night with this Huskies team, man. It's showing off right here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, there wasn't anything necessarily wrong with any of those threes that they took. They just didn't fall.
Didn't go in. Didn't go in.
Yeah, you could make the argument that maybe a couple of them were a little rushed, a little hurried, but other than that, I wouldn't consider them bad or ill-conceived in any way. Like I said, just didn't go in. So it's just a little bit of bad luck right now for the Huskies. But if they keep shooting, you got to think one's going in here soon.
Keep shooting and keep getting these offensive boards too. When you do miss, keep getting those offensive boards. It's going to pay off.
Right.
It's going to pay off eventually.
Make good things happen for yourself is what they're going to do.
Yep.
Coach Kasham taking every moment of that timeout that he was allowed down in there. Scorekeeper hit him with a double buzzer, the triple buzzer.
Like, come on now, let's get it moving.
It's time. You said, wrap it up, bud, wrap it up. And now I think we got a little confusion between scoreboard and the officials.
Got something going on here.
A little confusion as to where the possession arrow went. Possession arrow now for the Huskies. Obviously, because Huron grabbed that one, called that timeout.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easy for us up here. Right, like we got 7 cameras and views of everything. It's real easy to come up here and know what's going on. Makari Moore now. Alex Jamison in his face. Mac Moore directing traffic from way outside. Turns around, pulls up, shot, rim off the right. And River Rats come away with that rebound. Makari Moore.
There it is.
So smooth, switches hands in midair, finishes lefty, and that's a bucky for the Rats.
I felt like he forced that three-pointer. I don't feel like he needed it at that point, but thankfully they were able to be aggressive on the offensive boards this time. Matt gets a second chance, and he goes and gets 3 the hard way, to the rack, where he belongs. 7 days a week, son, 7 days a week.
Yeah, Makari Moore, going back to the smoothness, the strength, the toughness, he has no problem drawing contact. He bounces off of that contact pretty easily, and that just speaks to A, his determination, but B, just his strength going in there. And there's a smooth finish getting that third point. 72-66 now for the Rats. And there's a three-pointer from Harju.
Oh, in and out.
Mac Moore sends that one over to Nate Sidney. Sidney to Kiefer. Kiefer back to Makari Moore, and you got to think that this is going to be slow down time. Take it easy, eat some of this clock up. You're up by 6 points. No rush here.
Get a good shot, though. And if you can't get one, Matt, just take it to the rack.
Makari Moore posting down for that one.
To the rack.
Works his man down low, right on the block. Shake and bake down there. Almost a Hakeem Olajuwon situation.
I'm calling the ball dot game off of that one right there. Mac knows that was a big shot, big bucket right there to put them up 8 with just a minute to go. That might have been the dagger.
And there's that defense coming back up. Mac
Showtime.
Sends that up to Dom.
Oh! Good hustle.
Effort, one more time, effort and hustle. Alex Jamison refused to go quietly into the night, gets his way back, knocks that one away. No foul either.
No, good clean block there. Good clean block, good hustle. Way to get back. You're not going to show off on us here in the final minute, even though we've been here this entire time.
49 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. River Rats up 71-66. I would be remiss if I didn't mention everybody that makes this incredible broadcast, this incredible game possible. Our guy up there pulling the strings, Kevin the Mayor Bryant, has put together just an amazing team. Down on and sideline reporter, we got Solae Pope-White, JB Ricks with me. I'm Nick Wisniske. Down on camera, we've got Chuck Phillips, Devin Smith doing stats, Jeff Bennett on camera, Tom Eckstein on camera, Cam White, the technical director, just wires all around him.
You might have some good basketball teams roll up in here, but this team that we're on right now, I think it's the best of this showcase, man. We are putting on a phenomenal product right now, and it is a team effort that's going on.
Oh, yeah, everything that's making this work, everything that you're seeing, the multi-cameras, the cuts back and forth, shots like that are just so solid. Right, this isn't just a one-man band thing. This is a real production going on here, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yes, sir.
All right, 49 seconds to go here. Makari Moore going to be inbounding. You're going to see a lot of picks
no
coming off of this one.
move.
And there it is, a nice move into Nate Sidney, drawn up to perfection, Coach Kasham, and executed by the Rats.
Beautiful, beautiful execution coming out of that timeout, and that'll about do it, folks.
Amir Moreland gets that one over to Johnson. High rebound. They're going to call out of bounds there. 33 seconds to go and be full court press and probably some foul time. There you can see the River Rat bench. All smiles now, even though it was awfully tough for a second there.
Oh!
Alex Jamison coming from behind one more time. Sneaky. Like, you keep using the word scrappy, definitely, but another S word is sneaky. Like, he just has a great eye and a great feel for the game. And he's blood, sweat, and tears out on that court tonight. Sidney out to the corner.
Oh, what was that?
Pass. I think, I don't know.
Little confusion there.
Yeah,
little confusion there.
They wanted somebody to be over there. They're trying to send a lot of those high cross-court passes. Now Moreland Art to Harju. Alex Jamison there, front iron, board by Jaden Kiefer. And he's gonna come up, and this might do it here for this matchup between the River Rats and the Huskies. And JB Ricks, man, time to catch our breath here, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That was an exciting second half there. We thought it looked like Huron was gonna run away with this when they got up to a 15-point lead in the second quarter, but credit to the Huskies coming off the second of their back-to-back, still going out here and giving full effort and keeping themselves in the game till the end. They had their chances down the stretch there when they had the deficit down to 3, had about 3 or 4 offensive putbacks, got 2 or 3 chances to tie the game, but they couldn't get them to go down. To me, that was the difference of the game right there, because Huron was able to pull away from there.
Yeah, I have no problem saying that both of these teams are legit, and we have to remember it is still late December. Who knows where both of these squads could be come late February, March. You never know. They could see each other in the tournament, well into the tournament on both of those sides.
Absolutely, and we discussed it too about this just being a showcase or whatnot. Not technically an exhibition, but it's not a league game. But you still want to come out here and give the best competition that you can and put your best effort out here going up against a team that you definitely could see down the road in March.
Nobody wants to lose. Everybody wants their picture taken out at center court with those smiles in front of them, right? And that's what the Huron River Rats are getting right now. They're pumped up for one another. They love building up each other. They get a kick out of, again, the smallest thing, those defensive plays. That's the Huron way, you'll hear him say out there just off of, out in Washtenaw County. And now after that picture, we are going to take a quick break, but we will be right back with more SPSN.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take focus away.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good game. Holiday Extravaganza MVP tonight. What did it take for you to win that award?
Just hard work, toughness, and we just had to play as a team, and we came out with the dub.
Ending with 24 points.
Yeah.
What did you do offensively to be able to lead your team?
I just try to stay patient on offense, just get to my spots, and just when I'm in the paint, I know I could make my layup, so that's all it was.
Coach talked a lot to you guys about in the huddle, about defense, and challenge you guys to get those stops and get those rebounds. What do you think it took for you and your team to get that together for you guys?
Really, at halftime, he told us we wasn't rebounding. He had 7 offensive rebounds at half, so our goal was 5, so they already beat it. So we just knew we had to come out and just rebound hard, and that's what we did.
All right, good game.
Solae, and thank you for tuning in, liking, subscribing to SPSN. If you like what you saw, keep checking us out. For Solae Pope White, I'm Nick Wisniske. JB Ricks here. We'll see you next time, and we will show you your game.